caring for nature only in a crisis. It can be clearly seen that governments are only concerned about ecology when the system is in crisis, causing hundreds or thousands of deaths. In this way, governments don't have a preventive care system, nor do they worry about things that could have drastic consequences. If we look at Brazil, we can identify something very interesting. Even if global warming were to generate drastic situations, if Brazil had taken care of its forests and expanded its green areas, then Brazil would have protection against global warming. What I'm trying to say is that even if the world went through terrible situations, Brazil would be protected. How does this happen? Forests are ecosystems that protect the system itself, which means that it takes an intelligent human being to destroy the ecological system. If you look at the world, it generates global temperature movements and heat transfer. But forests are like walls against climatic variations. This is due to the formation of aerial rivers, which lie between the ground and the canopy, conserving the temperature of the environment. So, when we see a huge river like the Madeira River drying up in Brazil, what we know for sure is that this is a human act of devastation over many, many years, thus destroying the walls that would help Brazil not to suffer the climatic chaos generated by other countries. In other words, other countries can destroy the ecosystem, but the Brazilian forests would be a shield for the Brazilian people, not to suffer from global warming. But since Brazilians have also decided to destroy nature like other countries, Brazilian people will also suffer the same consequence. And we can see this with the big fires that occurred in September 2024, showing smoke covering Brazilian areas. Brazil usually wants other countries to give money so that Brazil can preserve its nature. It should be understood that forests are basically security walls for Brazilians, and the impact on countries far from Brazil's area is very little. So countries understand that it's better to build walls of nature on their territory than on the territory of others. In fact, after these big fires in Brazil, what we have is a system of no return, of direct destruction of nature. This makes other countries lose interest in taking care of an ecosystem that is in a destructive state. To reverse it would require a lot of money and a lot of technology, which these countries have considered to be better applied in their own countries. What we have is what we've always had, that everyone has to take care of themselves. For example, the destruction of forests in Brazil will clearly generate suffering directly for Brazilians. Thus, governments often want to blame others for what they themselves have generated, which is nothing more than the destruction of a wall against the problems of global warming.
Hello, our video has ended, but you will find much more news on our YouTube channel, Busca de Verdade, and on our website reformadoresdesod.com. News and videos and texts with various tips on health, historical themes, archaeological, educational, principles and virtues, mathematics and physics, geography and science, methodologies, and much more. Join our channel and our website and you will see millions of topics covered there. Do not waste time. Knowledge is power. We wait for you there. Until later.